Hello guys, Snake here with another Minecraft Redstone farm tutorial. This time I have a golden XP farm. This works in only bedrock worlds due to the portal ticking mechanic. When operating, the farm produces around 4.5 stacks of iron ingots per hour, around 125 stacks of nuggets per hour, and you gain around 17 experience levels per minute. As far as I know, Navy Nexus was the one, as well as a few others, who discovered this, and this farm is heavily based off of his design, but condensed to allow for a cheaper material cost. The portal lighting and braking systems, as well as the Trident Killer, are all designs that I learned from Navy Nexus, and I will link his channel in the description. This farm is perfect for gaining a lot of gold, gaining a lot of rotten flesh, and gaining a lot of experience for mending or other applications. What I have here is a sorting system that I will have a video coming out for later. It just has some chests that sort out the ingots, the nuggets, and the flesh, and then it has a cutoff valve here that sorts out swords or destroys the leftover one. If you like content like this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to have more builds and farms like this coming out in the future, so stay tuned for that. For the upper part of the farm, we're just going to go with a couple chests for now for the storage. Then we're going to need 4 hoppers, 2 walls, any of your choice will do. Then we have a minecart with a hopper. We've got 1 piece of rail, 4 pieces of powered rail, a locator map to determine direction, and I'll explain that in a minute. Then I like to add a redstone lamp for the toggle, but that's optional. We've got 2 dispensers, 8 observers, 4 pistons, 3 sticky pistons, 4 signs, 2 levers, 3 wooden trap doors. As long as they're wood it'll do, and not any of the nether wood. It has to be flammable. Then we have 2 tridents. We've got a stack and 14 solid blocks of choice. Then we've got 4 stacks and 6 pieces of glass. You can use solid blocks, however I like to use glass so I can see inside and all that. We've got 1 stair. Then we've got 24 slabs of your choice. We will need 1 water bucket and 1 empty bucket, and then 4 water sources, you won't need the buckets, and 3 lava sources, you won't need the buckets. For our portal, we will need a stack and 20 pieces of obsidian for a 21 by 21 maximum size nether portal. We will have 20 redstone torches, 1 solid block of redstone, and 9 bits of redstone dust. To start off when building, you're going to want to take your locator map or any other way you can determine your direction, and you want to make sure you are either facing north or you're facing west, because piglins spawn on nether portals at the south or the east side, so our collection has to be on that side of the portal, otherwise you're just going to have piglins spawning everywhere. So what I've done here is I've already marked out 2 chunks. You're going to want to mark out 2 that are side by side. You can either go to chunkbase.com and determine it with your coordinates, just mark it out that way. There's other ways that you can determine it with resource packs if you have access to that. Now what we'll do is go from the middle of the 2 chunks right here, the center, and 2 blocks in we will build upwards. And I like to go up by a few blocks just to leave room for the storage system later. And then what you're going to do is go out and make 4 blocks, and it's going to be a little square here, 4 by 4. And then in the center we're going to put 2 glass pieces. We're going to then take our chest and just put it right there on the front, and our hoppers we're going to place right into the back of that chest. Make sure you're crouching or shift clicking to place those hoppers. We're going to take our 2 wall pieces and put them right here in the corners, And then we're going to go ahead and grab our hopper minecart as well as our normal rail here. And we're going to put our rail on top of one of those hoppers, put our minecart hopper right in there. You can go ahead and break these two blocks just to make this a little easier, but you want to get rid of that rail there after you push the cart forward. We're going to go ahead and hit that and then just nudge the cart right there into the center. And credit to Navy as well for this method here below the kill chamber. It's a very efficient method for collecting. All 4 of these hoppers will pull from this hopper minecart right here. We'll replace those 2 blocks and we will go ahead and place glass right above our floor just like so. Next we're going to take our powered rail here and put it on all 4 corners just like so. We're going to then take our 4 observers and place them facing each of these powered rails. We're going to then take a solid block and put it right behind each observer. And we're going to take our pistons, regular pistons, and put them right on top of each of those solid blocks. We will then go ahead and take our lever, place it on that block right there, and when you flick it you'll notice that it pulses, and when you flick it again it starts the clock of observers. We can flick it to turn it off, and you will take a solid block to go ahead and put a little platform right here. There are more compact Trident Killer designs, but this is the best one for gathering experience. We'll take our solid blocks and fill in the frame around it just like so. And then you can go ahead and take our 2 tridents and throw them right into the center. Once we hit that lever again, you'll see that the pistons push the tridents around in a circular motion. That's just what we want. Flick it again so we don't have to hear it for now. And we will just put a couple glass blocks on each side like so. Then you're going to want to take your glass and bring these up by 14 blocks on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Then once we have that all built up like that, we're just going to put 2 in the front there, 2 in the back, and we're going to go out 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side. And then 3 blocks attached to each of those. And this is the beginning of our little water channel. Then we're going to go ahead and just put a temporary block right there. On this side of it, you're going to go out with the glass by 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And just fill that in. And then same on this side. Temporary block, glass. But on this side, we're going out by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then just fill that in. Then we're just going to go up by 3 blocks on each side and build up a little wall like this. And we're going to go ahead and connect these. Just filling in the front like so. It should look something like this when you're done, and then we're going to go ahead and take our 4 signs here and we're going to put those right in the middle, just up top here on each side. And for the back side, we're only going to do one row up. So we're going to do one just straight across here. And it'll look just like that. Now we're going to go ahead and put our 4 water sources in. The ones you do not require the buckets for, we'll put them in the 4 corners just like so. And you'll notice they flow right to the signs. And we should have something like that. Next up, we're going to go to the back side here, and we're going to just place a couple solid blocks on the top. And then we're going to start building our portal. We're going to go right across here, and if done correctly, this should be 21. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Cool. Then we're going to go up by 21. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We'll go ahead and place a solid block right on top of there, and then go across, and it should be 21, and we'll just finish the portal here linking each side 21. Once it's finished, it should look something like this, and we can go ahead and light it to make sure. You want to make sure that it's not too big or too small. The max size is 21, so it will not light if something's wrong. Then what we're going to want to do is go right from the center here, and you can build temporary blocks just to help with this if you want to. And I did realize that I left repeaters out of the material list. You will need 6 of those, so I am sorry about that. But we're going to just go right to the center here and make sure we're in the very center. Put a couple blocks on either side of that block and right next to it, just like so. We're gonna then take our dispensers and we're going to place those facing each other just on opposite sides. Next up, we're just going to place a couple solid blocks just like this, some temporary blocks right there to get those up like that. We're going to go ahead and place a solid block right there. Then we're going to take our redstone dust and put it right in between there so that we can put our solid blocks on top just like so. We're going to go ahead and take a repeater, put it right there, right there, right there. Then one more solid block coming out, one more right there, another bit of redstone dust, a repeater right there, and a repeater right there with a bit of redstone dust right there. Now these 2 repeaters, you're going to want to set them to 3 ticks, this one and this one right here, and that's just so that the timing's correct. We'll go ahead and on the closest dispenser put our full water bucket, and on the farthest one we'll put our empty water bucket. We'll take a temporary block and just place it right there so that we can place a downward facing observer. We'll place a solid block on the back of that observer and a temporary block like so that we can take our sticky pistons, and we will place 2 of those just like this, grabbing the observer and the solid block. Then we'll go ahead and put a solid block right on the back with a spot of redstone dust below that. Next up, we're going to want to go ahead and from the bottom here, you'll go up from the platform 3 bits of glass over 1, and then we'll go out by 3 blocks, get rid of those 2, put a lever right there, and we'll go ahead and start our redstone torch tower all the way up to the top circuit there. And I know this can be a little difficult in survival mode, just use scaffolding or something like that. If you have your optional redstone lamp, we can go ahead and attach it to this block right here. And we'll just continue our tower like so, all the way to the top. Once we get to the top here, and you link up the circuit, you'll notice that it starts up and that water should be going just back and forth like so. We'll flip our lever to turn it off for now. Next we'll work on our lighting system. So to the left side in this top corner of the portal next to the braking system, we're going to go ahead and put a solid block right there. Take your slabs just so that we can put them off of it like that. We're going to go out by 5, and then we're going to go ahead and just make a little rectangular shape like so. What you're going to want to do is take some solid blocks and place them just like this all the way around here. Then we're going to go ahead and off of that slab we're going to place an observer facing downwards. Towards the observer we're going to place our next 2 observers facing that one, and then on the bottom of the observer we're going to go ahead and take our sticky piston, put it just like so with a block of redstone. Then on the side of the sticky piston, temporary block right there, 2 blocks, and then we'll go ahead and take our last bits of redstone dust here and just put them like this. You'll notice that the observer is firing, and they should be constantly updating, all 3 of them. Next up, what we're going to want to do is put 2 more blocks just like that and take our 3 trap doors. We're going to place those just like this and open them up against the portal. Then we're going to cover it in slabs at the top of that and around the top of all of these solid blocks. Then you're going to go ahead and grab your 3 lava sources, and we're going to put them on the backs of each of the observers. And you'll notice that the portal lights right up. So that's the top part of the farm all done there. Let's go ahead and give it a try. You can see we already have a piglin that popped out here. So I'll turn on the trident killer and it kills them really fast. We turn on this and you'll see that the portal begins to break and relight, and we now have a steady stream of piglins. Thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. I hope that this farm can help some of you guys in your Minecraft Bedrock worlds as a cheaper alternative to some of the other portal taking gold farms. The rates on this one are still pretty good, so I hope it can help some of you. If you want more content like this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. It does help me out a ton, and I'm going to have more videos like this coming out in the future. The next one being the sorting system and the filtration valve for the swords that come out of this farm. So I do appreciate it, and well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.